All right. Hi, everybody. Welcome to our Momentum Makers meeting. A special hello to the Aussies on the call. They're up nice and early. Was this 7 a.m.? Is that right? 7 or 8?
Correct. Yep.
7
Correct.
a.m.
Seven. Yeah.
Troopers. Well done. It's nice up there though. The sun would be shining. It'd be pretty, pretty good.
It's cool. Yep.
So Canute is has been in Dallas, so he may come on. He's making his way back. He's been at the big LifeWave event there that they had in Dallas. Five, 600 people and LifeWave and This Is It team were giving their gospel about all that. And he had a great time. He really enjoyed it. So I'll share a couple of things. I'm proud of myself. I'm like, I've been kind of teaching what they were saying, but you can always get little nuggets. So that's awesome. So let me just get this PowerPoint up and we shall get rocking. Yeah. Oh, hold on. I do this. And is that going to do it? Oh, yes, it will. Okay. I talk to myself, I get the same result, the right result.
So do I.
So if I do from beginning, no, that's not right. Okay. I can see that it's not right now. That at least I can see that it's not right. Before I didn't know that.
Nice
Um,
thing about this business, you don't have to be perfect.
that's right. And
Yes.
I've got it right now, I think. No, I don't. Oh, maybe we should. Oh, well, I can cut this at the front. I can do that too now. I've got to get the green banner. Where is it? That one.
I have struggled so many times, but it's okay. Most of my friends, they have given me grace to make errors, and that's sometimes how you learn.
Yeah.
Trial and
Yeah.
because
Hang on. Zoom recording. Right. I'm rocking now. I'm rocking. Okay. Resume slideshow. Go. It's supposed to start though. From beginning. Slideshow, yes. Resume, yes. This is new too. Nothing like a new experience, right?
kind of like the X39. It gave me a
So
great
are you seeing the you're seeing the one Momentum Makers, yes?
yes.
And you're not seeing are you seeing the slides on the other side?
Hmm.
No. So
Oh,
it
okay.
is in slideshow view, so it's good.
Oh,
And
okay.
we're
It's
not
not
seeing the notes either.
oh, okay, that's great. It's not it's showing me the opposite of that, but I'll just go with it. Okay. Because
Because
you
that's what you need to see. So
yeah.
you need to see what you need to see, what you're seeing.
Well, this is a first time experience for me to be this far, yeah, not knowing what's going on. So that's good. It's okay. I was like that when I started in LifeWave. I didn't know what to share, what to say, anything. And some people, honestly, in LifeWave, some people just get it. Just get it. I mean, let me just share something with you. It's interesting. We had a lady come over to give us a price on our house the other day. She owns a restaurant up the road. It was kind of a funny story. Anyway, but anyway, she came in, whatever. And then something happened. I walked in there and I had a patch on or something, and I could just feel it. But anyway, she texts Canute. She goes, "Oh, can you give us a couple of those patches? I believe they're helpful for health or something." Anyway, she come back and now she's like, the husband come and saw me at dinner the other night, and he's like, "This is unbelievable." Like, but they're entrepreneurs. They've got a couple of businesses. They're running themselves ragged. But she said, I'm gonna get on this. I want to sign up." And I went, "How do you know? You just don't know, right? You just don't know." So yeah, I was like, there's a few people coming in that are kind of like, "Oh my God, I want to share this." I'm like, they are out there, everybody. They are. So our team meeting, um, yeah, as I said, Canute's been in Dallas, so they had all of David Schmidt and Meredith Burkich, and they had some other leaders from other teams besides This Is It, and they went through a lot of this stuff. So I'm going to go through it. I mean, this is what we do. I have a sidekick today of Louise Martin Buey, newly minted three-star manager, three-star director. I was about to say, but it's coming. So her next stage after she's a three-star manager. So she has one leg growing at 1,000 PV or 1,000 points,
Mhm.
and she has $2,500 of volume in her business to be able to be an active three-star manager. And then to go to the next rank is one-star director. She needs to have two legs at 1,000. So that means two leaders. But we're going to talk a little bit about it as we go tonight, and it's really good. It takes a little bit of time to just get it hanging, but once it goes, it goes. So, so Louise, thank you. You're going to be helping me today. So awesome. So as I said, Canute was at the Dallas boot camp. We have a business launch bonus that LifeWave has instigated when you sign up somebody new as a brand partner. So it's a 9-week bonus. I don't know if you are familiar with it, if you see it in the back office when you register people. So what LifeWave have done, they've actually doubled the bonuses now. So I'm going to show you on the next slide what the bonuses are. So they're going to run this for the next couple of months. So it's very exciting, very much getting people started quickly is the goal, getting money back in their pocket straight away because they've put money out to get the patches. Okay, so I just put a little bit here, how to enroll and onboard for immediate rank advancement, getting people to one-star manager, two-star manager quickly. They get excited, they want to keep sharing. So we have the invite them to connect. Everyone on here that I can see knows, how to talk to people, right? So I've just put a couple of things on there. I came across something in the health space that's blowing people away, something really easy that you can invite people into having a launch. Lots of different things. What's been going on with your life lately? I mean, yeah. What have you heard about phototherapy, for instance? I like using I wear a patch and I say, have you seen this? And then people go, no, what is it? And I go, have you got any discomfort at the moment? And they go, are you suffering from any of the symptoms of aging right now? And some people go, oh my God, I'm just getting older. 45-year-old guy told me that the other day. And I'm like, oh, okay, then, well, let me patch you. And then other people go, well, what do you mean? And I go, well, you've got some aches in the joints and things like that, brain fog. And they're like, oh God, yeah. So, but I mean, there's lots of different ways that you can wander in and speak to people, but getting a patch on people is really paramount. I was telling Louise, I have a lady coming in. I've got a meeting with her tomorrow, but she told me she's a realtor. She said, oh, well, my friends do LifeWave when I met her. And I said, oh, that's great. And, I just got to know her and I thought, oh, she's good. And then, but she sort of dissed it. So anyway, I got an opportunity to talk to her again. And then I said, so tell me, have you actually tried the patch? And she's like, no. So I got the patch on her and she's joining me. So I was like, okay, so that's a clue, right? As long as you can patch them. So frequency and consistency equals momentum. So if you're doing it reasonably often, like consistently, I do it every day, just about. I mean, I do it at home because I'm on Facebook, so I'm always putting stuff in there. Just keep the consistency going. But you start to get momentum, and I'm starting to see that momentum, in a couple of areas in our business now. Okay, so binary bonuses. Now, I just mentioned the fast start bonus. This is the big one we're going to work on right now. So some of you, I think, I'm not sure if Will might still be on this in 9 weeks. So it says, can you see that okay?
No, I can't see anything except momentum makers. Are we supposed to?
Oh God, I'm sorry. There we go.
Okay.
Got it.
There.
I'm used to this working for me, but it's not. Okay, thank you. You could tell me that quicker. Okay, so now we're at the right one. Okay, so the promotional match structure, one-star manager, standard business launch bonus, you can see there is $25. So LifeWave have doubled it to $50. Let's use an example. Cheryl at the moment has somebody that she's introduced that has had 2 launches, correct?
One Zoom launch, but she's going to have an in-person launch.
Oh, I thought she had 2.
Oh, that was mine. That was
Oh, okay. So she's had 1. Okay.
Yeah.
So she's had 1 launch. So they did quite well. A couple of brand partners came in and a preferred customer. Those points all go towards the 1-star manager. Her goal is to be a 1-star manager, and it's 750 points. Okay, so she's up to about 400 or something like that at the moment, right? So she's going to have another launch. So we want to get her to that 750. When she gets to that's the only requirement is points, right? So LifeWave will give her $50 as part of this bonus. So $50. Now, she's going to get the product introduction bonus for putting in the brand partners. So I think we worked that out. That was at the moment it's $70. So she'll get $70 plus 50, 120. And then she gets the $20 for the preferred customer. So she's over the 100, right? So what happens is, so they've doubled it and it's going to be for the next couple of months. So this is pretty exciting. So now, Cheryl, for you, if you don't mind me using you as an example.
Yes.
So you are the
No, go ahead.
you're the 1-star manager, right? You need to be holding 1-star manager or be above that. And you get the standard match, normally $12.50 when Deborah goes, in this fast start bonus, right? So when she gets that, but you just have to make sure you're active and you're still holding rank. So they're going to double it. So you get $25 because Deborah's gone manager, right? So you get $25 bonus as well as your binary bonuses, etc. This is an additional amount. So that's really cool. Because I've found like sometimes I get that and I don't even know who's doing it, right? So as your business grows, if people aren't active all the way up, it goes up to the person that's active as well. But as your business grows, you'll start to see it because I'm like, oh, how come I got 1250 or whatever, right? So at the moment, it's great that you're just learning it and you're seeing it in real time. So then Deborah goes, all right, I'm fired up. I want her to meet someone. I'm going to do this. We want to encourage her to have another launch, right? Invite the people back to have another look. Who else can we invite? Because she can get to 2-star manager. Look what she gets, $100 extra. Yeah, that's fantastic. And then Cheryl, she goes 2-star manager. Your points are going to go up. So then you get a $50.
In addition to the points.
So they're rewarding you for helping, right? So they can earn up to $900 in their first 9 weeks, while the qualifying enrolling sponsor can earn up to $450 in matching bonuses. I mean, that's pretty cool.
Sure.
Yeah, and then they doubled it for this time. So it creates strong momentum. So what we're saying is don't stop, just keep rolling with launches. And they can be smaller launch, they can be launch Zooms, they can be in-home. I would think that her next door neighbor, she could maybe do an in-home. I don't know. But think about, whatever's the best bang for your buck. You can meet them because they're in your town, aren't they? Do they live near you or not?
Same city.
Yeah. But anyway, so strong momentum, and that'll determine long-term success because they see it working and then they duplicate it. So the promotion rewards consistent business building habits, active mentoring, and leadership development. So yeah, when we launch them with purpose, everyone wins. So that's pretty exciting. But that was what the main part of the Dallas event was for.
May I add something to what you said?
Sure.
Because it was Cheryl and Deborah that wanted to have a Zoom. So I was the Zoomer. And then I think Cheryl had 5 guests. And then Deborah, she had 3 guests. But those ladies that were their guests, they invited their friends. So it was 17 people at the Zoom because
Wow.
Deborah or Cheryl says, bring your friend. And one of the guests brought 3 friends and one of the guests joined. So it
Right.
was a ripple effect. It was exciting. I was like, oh my gosh, I'd never seen anything like it real time.
Right. So now we'll get the follow-up. Yeah, right.
Yeah, so
So it's important to get the follow-up as quickly as you can. Why? It accelerates first time enrollments. Right, the more then we can get that money into their pockets, it enables early duplication using the school system. So we're gonna show you how to do that today, so that everyone's busy. We don't have time to handhold everybody. And as this rolls, and as you start getting duplication down line, there's going to be more and more people. So it's not like, oh, can I just come over and you can just show me what to do kind of thing. We have this school system. It's amazing. It covers all of that. And that way people can learn in their own time. And, and then we're just teaching the launch system. So it's pretty good. As I said, it supports the progression to ranks, 1 and 2 star manager. And then it's a 9-week window so people can move along. And it's really guided to get people to 1 star director in that 9 weeks. That's an ideal situation. All right. Welcome. Canute was on there for a minute. Is he still there?
I don't see it's
All right. So, okay, just quickly, I was just going to say there's changes in the binary bonuses too. So you get a business launch bonus, you get a product introduction bonus, you get a binary bonus. So this is points coming up the binary, both sides, okay? So what's happening at the moment for 1 star and 2 star and 3 star managers, their binary bonus, they don't normally get 1 and 2 star managers. 3 star manager does. That's where you start getting this. But at the moment, they're getting it. They're getting, I think they're getting 5%. And so Louise is on 8%. Hers is boosted, right, for this period as well. So you're getting 8% of the volume as well. So it's pretty cool. And look, it's 10% all the way normally. So you're not far off. 1 star director is when you get the 10%, and yeah. Yeah. So yeah, just percentages of points coming through, people reordering. You do get points for preferred customers. You get them and they come into your lower binary leg. Like if you have your left and right leg and say one's a pay leg and one's a power leg. So you get paid on the smaller of the 2 legs, but your preferred customer points will go on that pay leg if that's the smaller one, right? Does that make sense? Or not really? Not really, Louise.
as
But
long
you
as it's in the bank.
right.
I'm happy with
Yeah,
that on
that's good.
Wednesday.
Correct. Yeah, I'm a bit like that too, so I'm just forcing myself to have to
I'm
explain
learning.
it.
I'm
So,
learning.
but it's kind of it's more noticeable now because you get paid on the lowest leg. So, preferred customers, those points go to that leg. So, I
Good.
think that's fairly good now. So now I've got to move this over here. Oh, there you go. That's good. Awesome. All right. So, we touched on closing last week. So I was saying we've been doing some work with these awesome people in Dallas, the Ziegler Company. My goodness. But they said everybody's looking for time and or money when you're selling anything. They want it to better their life for something, right? So I was like, oh, okay, what do you want more of? So I have a close tomorrow. A lady's calling me. So I'm going to say I can only help you if you let me know what you want out of this. What, in the next 3 months, if you could have more money, more time, or both, which one stands out to you? And then shut up. Be silent. in another way. I've got my Aussie straightforwardness there, but just ask the question and be quiet. And people tend to like the silence, and then they're like, oh, well, I hadn't really thought of that. So I do have a closing sheet that I did that I'm going to put on our Facebook page as well. So you can kind of ask, well, I had a lady say to me the other day, oh, well, time is an issue for me. So I was like, well, time, you're already going to work to pay for all those things, like pay for the childcare, pay for this, pay for that. And this is not sacrificing what you do, but you can increase your income. Why wouldn't you do it? And she was like, oh, I had never thought about it, you know. So I've done a closing sheet up to help you to kind of go into that. But it's important to get people in as quickly as you can. Urgency, really, because people are coming in and, when they're higher in the binary, they have more points coming in. So don't delay, follow up 24 hours. I like it that I've had people texting me, coming back, giving me results on their patching without me having to ask them. I mean, that's pretty rare actually. So, I don't sit on that. I always am got the front foot. I had someone else yesterday. I called her. She said, "Oh yeah, I didn't patch my mum till, today. I'll let you know." And I'm like, "Oh, okay. If I haven't heard from you by Sunday night, I'll call you Monday." Just be forward because otherwise they're hanging around and it's, I don't have all the time in the world. So did you want to comment on that, Louise, at all? No?
No, I agree with everything you said.
Oh, okay. I understand that. I understand. Oh, hang on. What happened here? Oops. No, that's in the wrong spot, that one. Sorry. Okay. So I don't know why that went there, but anyway. Yeah, so systemized closing process. When we are filling out the paperwork, we are talking to the person, we're on a Zoom, you can come in with at the back. So tell me, what do you want more of? Time, money, or both? And you can just work with this, in the next 3 to 6 months. This is a summary, but more money, more time, or both. So their answer, you're looking for the people that think about it and want to give a comment, right? Imagine an extra 1,000 to 1,500 without a second, third, or fourth job. So we had a guy in Dallas that turned up. He's worked out that he needs $1,200 a month. Like he's a financial guy, and he was like, okay, this is what we're working for. This is what we're going to do. you know, but he actually was on the front foot with it. But now it's very important to that we use this in our process. So we have a line that we say, would you be open to working with us for the next 60 to 90 days so we can help you get exactly that? Because some people go, oh, $500 a month, I would like that. I've had that a few times. So now we say, would you be open to working with us for the next 60 to 90 days so we can help you get exactly that? And you wait for the yes, because people need to make it a priority. It doesn't mean it's a full-time job for them. It's just you need to prioritize your time if you want to get that. So we do that and we have a system of how to do that as well. So that's good, which we are going to be showing you shortly. So put it this way. If we haven't been doing this, I haven't done it very often. I am doing it with every single person now. It's another world. You're getting whys out of people straight away, and you need to get a why out of them. So, I had a girl, she was, 28, going, oh my God, I had no idea that I could do this, right? As opposed to, oh, well, do you want to just get some patches and I'll put you in, right? So now I have, you need to be deliberate and intentional. So you will see this in Atlanta. A number of you are coming to Atlanta next week. So they'll be talking about it in there. So that's what I wanted to make sure that we were talking about it too. So you're getting the right information. So, all right, now I'd like to introduce Miss Louise to have a chat with us about our key to duplication, which is school. So let me stop the share. And Cheryl, I will ask you to share something in a minute too about the podcast, but not right straight away. Let me just get the school up. And if you don't know what school is, we will show you right now. So, I better put the zoom on for that. There we go. So, to find the school, oh, it's gone on, oh, that's all right. So, to find school, I'm on the This Is It team webpage. So, this, all of this setup costs a lot of money. So This Is It team, like they're amazing, Steve and Gina Merritt. They know us. They're like, come in, use our system, it's just amazing. So they've set all this up, so we use it. So we go on to the links on the hamburger menu, and then we've got the school teaching. So I've already clicked in and joined this. So you would see a different one. Instead of saying invite people, so if I click on invite people, I can copy that and say send that to you, Pravas, for instance, right? And then you can go in, it's free, and it's just teaching you what to do. So we're going to do the classroom. Can you see it, Louise, or not? Can you see that?
Mhm.
Oh, good. Because I got two computer screens here, so I'm not sure which one. So, okay. So, Louise, you can take it away, and I'll just go to where you want me to.
Okay. Before we get into school, I just wanted to say back in the day, this was not available when I started 2 years ago. I used to call Julie and Canute, how do I do this? How do I do that? But I have been rather slow in going to school, SKOOL. But yesterday, you can't teach what you don't know. So I said, I better go to school too, because my team, Cheryl and Deborah, they are on fire. And I need to know what they're supposed to know. How could I be a good leader if I don't go to school? So I did yesterday. And I know Canute and Julie was saying duplicatable, duplicatable, duplicatable. And I had a clear picture when I went to school. Julie just showed you how to get there. In networking, this is a respectable, it's a wonderful business. There is no glass ceiling in this business. You're not going to get fired, and you can write your own paycheck, and you get to choose who you want to work with. And I think that's wonderful. And there's something to be said. We're in the best business that we could ever be in. We're in about health and wealth. Many people are lacking in both areas. Steve and Gina Merritt, they are superstars. They really are. And they brought this program, they brought this duplication to us at no charge. Because let me give you an example. Duplication is important because when you go to McDonald's, whether you're in Japan, Honolulu, Hawaii, or Alaska, when you ask for a Big Mac, the Big Mac tastes the same. They don't do it their way, like Burger King. They do it the McDonald's way. Well, this is what This Is It school is about. They have reached maybe they haven't reached the top, but when you listen to them, they sound sometimes like little chipmunks. I'm sorry, I don't mean to be disrespectful. They are excited. They're excited because their life has changed. The people that they've come in contact, their lives have changed. Whether it's health or wellness, that is something to get excited about because we all can make a difference in the world that we live in. I live in Douglasville, Georgia, and Canute used to ask me, Louise, what's your why? Do you want a new shotgun? Do you want to do this? And I honestly didn't have an answer until October, last October, when I realized what my why is. My why is to make a difference in this community. I'll be 74 in July. I don't know how long I'm going to live, but I want to make the best of what I can. And so I discovered school, and I want to tell you about why school is important because everybody on this call is busy. We are busy. That's a fact of life. But through the school, it's like it's a personal development course, for lack of a better word. The onboarding system tells you step by step by step what you have to do for a launch. Don't try to invent it yourself. There's no need to, because in school, it tells you exactly what you need to do, and it works. The pro strategy. Now, Steve and Gina, they're lovely people, they're dynamos, but Steve was a pro athlete. Pros have a system. If you're a football player, you do this. If you're an athlete, you do this. It's pro. Now, in LifeWave, this is it. Pro, P stands for patch. You got a patch. That's how you got to start. Then there's R. After you patch, what do? You need to follow up. You need to revisit. See how the patch felt. Did you get a response? What do you like the best? Or even just what did you like about it? Did you sleep better? Did you have more energy? Tell me about it. So that's the revisit. And then if they felt good, why wouldn't they want to share it with their friends and family? That's where the opportunity comes in. The opportunity to change lives one patch at a time. When you put that patch on them, yes, it's going to make them feel better if they wear it consistently, 12 hours on, 12 hours off. But it also unlocks the key to opportunity, to time, freedom, free trips. But it's your business. You can do it on your own time. So take a few minutes, go on your computer and see what This Is It onboarding is about, because that's the start button. That's what the pros do. And that's what we do, because we're professional networkers. Networkers. But we are. And hold on. That is huge, because we write our own paychecks. Nobody can fire us. We have an exclusive product that nobody else has, thanks to David Schmidt. So get on board, learn about it. Take 15 minutes, take 20 minutes, but it's your business. That's how you're going to have a duplicatable system, because otherwise you can't teach what you don't know. And I'm saying that to my heart. I can't teach my team what I don't know. So I went to school for the last 2 days learning what's in there. So many nuggets, how to overcome objections, videos. It's pretty exciting. I see why the Merritts get so excited, because it is good stuff. So the pro strategy, it's a system, and that's
So
what it is. That's what
Can I just click? I'll just click on onboarding since you're talking. If you click on, so she's talking about. Yeah.
I'm sorry, Canute. I'm sorry, Julie. I got excited too, like the Merritts.
You're good. You're good. So what we'll do, right? So I was saying before, I mean, you're going to see Excitement Plus next Saturday, everybody. Just strap yourselves in. Live. So what we were saying before was, when we want to have this launch culture, we got excited people, they want to come in, they want to make some money. I've got one, lady just texted me for tomorrow. She's excited about making money. I'm like, oh, it's all happening. So we want to get a launch. Before they launch, they need to watch these 2 videos. So we have the strategy that transformed LifeWave and the strategy to create momentum. Now, the strategy to create momentum with a binary, I'm not going to play it now. It goes to 38 minutes. But that is key to understanding how the binary works. And I can say that Louise and her team are working this strategy. And they are starting to see some duplication, right? And then we just keep it rolling. But we got an event next week, which is great timing as well. So, and then you could start to see how it grows. So these 2, we say to people, you need to watch. Why? Because they need to understand why they're inviting people. Otherwise, it's like, oh, why do I want to? Oh, I don't know. I'm too scared. Oh, no, you're in. This is why you're doing it, right? So those 2, that's the main one. So, okay. So, Louise, did you just want to just cover a little bit about these on the onboarding?
I just want to put one more thing. A goal. Without a plan, without writing it down is a dream. So if you want to patch 5 people a day, that's a reasonable goal, or 4 people a day. It's your goal, but write it down, put it on your calendar, and make it real, because then you're accountable to yourself. Write it down, make a goal, tell someone who understands that goal so you can have an accountability partner to make it real.
Absolutely. So,
May I jump in?
yeah.
Thank you. Hey, everybody. I'm sitting in a lounge in Dallas waiting for a flight. But one of the first and foremost things, I came out of the boot camp with LifeWave yesterday, and then there was the Stephen Gina Merritt meeting afterwards. And everything that's in the school system, yes, you can study, yes, you can go and sit down and read and listen and whatever, what's not. What's crucially important is that you launch your business as quickly as possible. It is not a question of sitting down and getting a PhD in how the pro system works or a master's in LifeWave, understanding the compensation plan. It's all about creating momentum. Now we had Stephen Gina Merritt and Diane McDaniel on stage, and they're saying we are relaunching our own businesses. We are relaunching our own businesses. Those two couples are 2 out of 3 at the highest level in LifeWave. They're earning more than $4 million a year. So for us, sitting where we're sitting, it is important that, okay, sit down, make a list of people, pull out 100 names, and if you are afraid of calling someone, work with your upline to call them. If you're too afraid, Julie, the story from the Gold Coast with the hairdresser. Can you relate to that? Remember the hairdresser with that once had referred someone to their upline who called
Oh,
that?
okay. So I was in the Gold Coast, in January, and I met a lady. My brother is, he's the mayor of his little town. So he's like, "Oh, I want you to meet this lady from LifeWave." And I'm like, "Oh, okay, great." Anyway, she comes over. So she says, "Oh, I'm under, one of these train teams." And I said, "Oh, how did you come to be in?" She says, "Oh, my hairdresser told me about it." And she said the uplines, who are SPDs or whatever, they called this woman and said, "Oh, we were told that you'd be interested in this." And she
You're
was, yeah,
ambitious and driven.
yeah, ambitious and driven. Yeah, and she's a one-star director, yeah, with them. So she
So,
was just referred from somebody. So your hairdressers and that, driven, motivated people.
and that's what you can ask when you're sitting down with someone who's new. Who's the most driven, dynamic, motivated person you know? You might be afraid of calling them. You call them chicken lists. But work with your upline. Give them the name and number. Text your friend or whomever it is and say, "Hey, I'm working with someone who asked who's the most dynamic, driven, motivated person I know. I gave them your number. I hope that's okay." Because we need to create momentum. We haven't got time to study this for 3 or 6 months.
No,
There's
this
so
is
much
the
money.
progression.
This is so much money on the table that you, whomever you start today, can be looking at $900 extra
Mm.
in the next few weeks. You run this for 9 weeks and you introduce 10 people, you could be looking at $4,000 on top of everything else. Okay?
Mm.
Excuse me, I'll shut up now.
Okay. So, this is the 10-step one. So the 10-step system. So we talk, he's talking about the why and stuff. So all of this is just great. They're like 2-minute videos and things like that, but it's all the questions and answers that you need, how to sign up people, how to do that, default your legs, all of this sort of stuff might sound a bit funny to you, but when you get in there and I'm saying put them in the left leg, some people are like, "Oh, how do I do that?" Come to school and you can learn it. Now, this is a really good thing. We have the Have You Been Patched presentation here. So they do a 11-minute presentation. You can learn how to present this off this video. They do it in 11 minutes. So, we're hoping to keep ours to about 30 with like one testimonial or something. But that's the ideal. But here is your chance. So you don't have to call your upline and say, "Can you show me the plan and I'm going to learn from you," and all of this, because it just takes more and more time. Of course, you can come on to our Zooms. We're going to be running Zooms actually. I'll just segue. We're going to be running Zooms on Tuesdays at 8 p.m. if you want to come on there and invite people as well. So each Tuesday. We are going to Hawaii. I don't know if we're doing it then, but we'll see. But like with this, you can learn it here. So just, it's you can't sleep and you're like, "Oh, so this is great." Um, okay. And then we're not going to go over all of it tonight, but compensation plan money and all that, maybe we'll touch on it next week. A little bit about downloads and stuff, because there's some really good stuff on here that you can send people. So just about from doctors and just about just little things like little questions that people ask. How long should I wear it? They got a doctor talking about it. It's very, very good. So thank you, Louise, for that. All right. Here we go. Am I going to get the right one? Let's see. I don't need that anymore. I've just got to find mine. Okay, cool. All right. Still not working. All right. So you can see the school, your key to duplication. Is that right? Okay, good. So just recapping, Bennett, this is a duplication method. Okay, so it's not saying that you can't ask your upline questions. It's just more like these questions, everyone needs to know it. These are simple things that when you are discussing with your upline, it's building your business, it's strategy building your business. This is kind of just information you need to know to run a network marketing business, right? And we love you. We just don't want to be spending all our time on, little things about having to teach somebody something that's already on here, right? And also, it's nice when someone calls and they've watched the video and they have a clarifying question. That's really helpful as well. So, what I said before, if they're going to have a launch, you want to get the business bonus, you need to show them those 2 videos before you launch. Okay, I'm going to put it on our Facebook page so that it's all there clear for you. And that way they can understand the binary. So, secondly, the onboarding, watch the videos in your own time. Then you can teach the new person where to go and do that as well. And learn to show the plan, which I've done. So I've ticked every box here. And
you don't need to learn it. You don't need to sit down and teach it. You are not the teacher.
No, you learn it so you can do it.
No,
Yes.
yeah, well, that's fine. Remember, you are not the university. You can lead people to the university. You point them to the school system, the training that's there. You should not sit down to spend any time at all trying to teach anyone anything.
No. So when I say learn to show the plan, I'm saying for each person rather than sitting down with the new person. You don't have to do that. Okay?
Okay.
Okay. So the key points from Dallas. Yeah, this is kind of interesting. Like I've been doing this for a while, and so's Louise. So just hopefully this is good for you guys. Biggest killers of momentum, focusing on one person instead of numbers. So when I first came into this, I had a couple of people that were flying, but you know what? They didn't want to sort of duplicate or anything like that. But I used to go, "Oh, well, how am I going to get them? How am I going to change them?" You know, and I've learned, no, it doesn't happen. When people are ready, they're ready. But sometimes it's hard. But anyway, this is very good. Focus on, so you need to just keep prospecting, keep calling people, new people. overthinking instead of executing. Well, we all know about that, I'm sure. We've all done it, right? So it's just good that it's out there. Um, and now I think if it's a should, it's a must. I'm just going to pick up the phone and call people. And I know Louisa's like that. She goes, if you feel the fear, that means I'll have to walk through it. And then inconsistent activity. So not really doing anything and then patching one person and then 3 weeks later patch another and you're like, oh, no one wants to do this. They do. You just gotta do it a little bit more often to get
Can I
that.
come in? Can I come in again?
Yes, Canute.
Again, so remember, this is not a question of making everything perfect. If you register someone and they see some benefit, here's a line that I've got from someone who's a two-star residential, and they go, I'm not sure whether you're interested in building this or not, but I'm absolutely certain that you have 4 people on this planet Earth that you love. Why don't we just expose them to this wonderful technology and see where it goes? Doesn't have to be a big bang. It doesn't have to have 30 people in a Zoom meeting. It's like, I'm certain you have 4 people on this planet Earth that you love. Why don't we go and show them? You've already thought about it. That makes sense,
Okay, I
everybody?
like that one. I hope you've got that one written down. Well, I learned that from Kerry Robertson on one of our trips. But yeah, it's good just to hear it again.
Could you say the first line again, please? I got the second one. What was the first line? Can you?
Okay. I mean, I'm sure
I'm not
there's
sure.
4 people. I'm
Yeah.
sure there's 4 people on this planet Earth that you love, and you've already thought about them. Why don't we give them a call right here, right now, on a 3-way call on a Zoom? Because what you want to have the momentum. Suddenly they have registered 2 or 3 or 4 people. Suddenly they're a one-star manager without thinking about it. It happens in 48 hours.
Okay.
We don't need to sit down and teach everybody everything. No, they have to lean on our belief. They have to lean on our and trust us that we know what we're doing. You can sit on the sidelines and you can watch. We can get this up and going. You can be a one-star manager in 48 hours. You can be a 2-star manager in a week. You can be
You get your money paid, your investment back. Yeah.
well, it's not only that, but you get the fast start bonus. They
Mm.
see you're moving on. You can
Mm.
actually be a one-star director in the space of 3 or 4 weeks
Mm.
or less.
That's what we want. Lines up lots of one-star directors, right? That's what you want.
And this is why we go to these meetings. I mean, you guys are going to have such a good time next Saturday. It's going to be fantastic. I mean, I'm walking around the room in a colorful shirt, and I walk down the hallway, and Steve Merritt is coming out and he's fist bumping me and going, "Hey, I need you to succeed." Yeah.
Oh, it's surreal. It's really surreal, really. I mean, just on the side note with that, those people were rich before they came into LifeWave. Like the McDaniels made 40 million in another network marketing business. And Steve and Gina were very wealthy. Like, what did they have? 650 people at their house after the Bahamas trip, and they fed them.
They had one party coming off the Bahamas trip. They had 654 plus people at their private home. The catering bill was north of $50,000 on its own.
So they have a penchant for helping people. That's what drives them. It's the money. The money's fantastic, right? But they just keep going and going and going. So if people have got money, they can help others anyway. It doesn't matter, right? So we find them. Okay, so I see we're just about at the end of our hour. So just a little bit on what have we covered? So we get your brand partners activated and launching within 48 hours. That is the mindset. So, okay, I know I have some people that are coming in this week that want to get started. I know that already, right? They want to make money and they've got some They've got an idea. Sometimes you have people that just want to get the patches. Kind of moved away from that now. I don't really, I always lead with opportunity, so I'm not finding that as like I used to. I used to just get people that wouldn't do anything. But I also have, I didn't cover it tonight, but I've organized my list for ideal brand partner, and they're coming to me. They're walking up to me and they're going, pick me. It's like that. It seems to be like that. So maybe I just wasn't around it before, but now I know what I'm looking for. So I will continue to help teach that, and hopefully you can get it a lot earlier than what I got it, but because it'll be much better for you. But activate and launch within 48 hours, plug new partners into school within 24 hours. So they can get in and they can see what's what. We want people to understand what their why is. I want $500 extra a month, or what have you. And then people grow, and then they're like, oh, well, maybe I got out of my job in 4 months without school, without a system, with LiveWave. So I was working in at a government job, and I was like, "This is unbelievable. I don't even know what I'm doing, and I'm making more money than." So invite at least 5 people and bring their friends to a launch Zoom this week. So I want to have, I've literally just been texting. I've got like 3 different people that said, yeah, we'll do a Zoom this week. You know, it's in my brain. I just go straight. I've given them a patch. Let's do a Zoom. Let's do a Zoom. Invite your friend. I love that, Louise. Thank you. Really giving me some more, to get leverage, right? Invite your friends. Um, Close 60 to 90 days. You're going to get this on Saturday from This Is It, next Saturday, everyone. The close in 60 to 90 days, get people to 1-star director. So they're going to be teaching that next week. So it's exciting. Be consistent with contacting, as we said. Book the next meeting before hanging up. So I booked a meeting, like I had the lady had a Zoom, then we booked a meeting, then she had to reschedule, so I booked another meeting, right? Some people like left you hanging. I had one today that I couldn't get to book the meeting, but the goal is to get another contact with them. But I don't go mad at myself if I miss out one or two. Now, is there anyone that would like to say anything?
Julie, you were going to ask Cheryl to say something about podcasts.
Cheryl, are you there?
I'm here.
Would you mind just giving us a quick rundown on the podcast and how that's been benefiting you?
Oh my gosh, it helps. So I drive a lot, as you can tell. But what has really kept me going is listening to the podcast as I drive around. Because even when I'm not in contact with Louise, I am learning. It's building my confidence. I'm dreaming, right? So I hear them talk and I just see myself on stage too. But
Yes.
I think more than anything, it's educating me about the system. Like, I don't know everything and I don't pretend to, but I have confidence in talking about what the system is. I love listening to David Smith talking about what the X39 is and how to use it, how not to use it. So it has really, really, really benefited me in staying plugged in, for lack of a better term, and
Right.
staying motivated.
Yes.
So yeah.
Yeah. No, fantastic. I love it. When I was in Amway many years ago, I didn't know any different. They had their system already set up, big massive company. So
Yeah.
we came in, but they had podcasts. We had to buy the CDs to
CD.
listen, and they were tapes before that. But, I learned right then that's the PD program.
Yes.
Yeah. So I'm
Yeah.
so overjoyed that you're enjoying it. That's great.
Oh, I love them. I'm coming home today and I was listening to it. I go between that and my gospel music
Yeah.
because I'm
Yeah.
like, if I'm here, I might as well learn something so I
Yeah.
can talk about it. And can I share something real? quick.
Yeah.
Well, you might not know, but my hair is new and my friend saw it on TikTok because I'm not an influencer. I just like to help people. And she posted it in a group chat with friends and somebody saw it and she posted it in the chat and one of my friends said, Cheryl, what's going on? Why are you looking like that? You are looking, and she used an explicitive fine. And I put in there, this was last week. It's God's grace and my X39. How about on my way home while I'm waiting on the Zoom with you guys, someone said, Cheryl, what's X39? No, I could answer that question because I'm plugged in to the podcast. So yeah, I had to share that.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So
good deal.
so I sent you the pictures, right, Cheryl? I'll go off the
Yes,
recording. I'll
yes.
go off the recording in a second. So is there any other questions? Anyone got anything they want to share? Any exciting things? It's exciting that Julie's back on. She had a little tumble at home and she's maybe, are you lying down, Julie, or are you sitting up? So Julie had a couple of issues, so she hasn't been able to, do much in the last couple of weeks. But her next door neighbour signed up and it's got her out of some
Yeah,
drugs.
go down
Yeah.
the road.
Oh, here she is.
Yeah, great. Sorry.
Yeah.
Yeah, all's good. Yeah. Just a dizzy dame. So
Yeah. Okay. Oh, well, it's good that you could come on at least.
on
Yeah.
the mend.
Yeah. Good.
Yeah,
Yeah.
great. Thank you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Let me just. Okay. So I'm just going to stop the recording.